Oi, oi, it's Friday. We made it. Hope you're all well. Yes, the sun is shining. The barbecue's on. Going to go and do some burgers. Not that I need any more, but I love a burger. Do you know what I mean? Liverpool at the weekend. Going to talk about the show that we did last night, and I'm going to tell you how I think that we should rebuild this squad really quickly. I'm not going to bore you with it, but I'm going to talk about Liverpool. I'm going to talk about the summer window as well. I've gone a little bit football bipolar-ish on this, you know. Call it deluded if you want. But I've been thinking about it. I don't know. There's part of me that's getting quite excited. All right, but you're going to have to sort of try and... you'll probably call me an idiot afterwards. You always do anyway. If you are new to this channel, please subscribe. Don't unsubscribe because I like Mavropanos. And drop a like on the video because it does really help us. Okay. So, first and foremost, let's start with the summer window. We know the director of football is going to be Sullivan. We know that, right? It struck fear into the hearts of all West Ham fans. It has. The initial thing. But you've got to remember, Sullivan's a coward and he loves to be the hero. He's put his name on this window. He has. He's hung his hat on it. Big things are going to happen. I'm telling you, they are. There is no way he will own outright a failure. This is literally Sullivan's window. He's going to fucking spend. It's going to be a nightmare. There's going to be rumours. We're seeing them already. 65 million for a Meridian when Porto want 80. You know, but at the same time, it might not all be coming from Sullivan, although it probably is. But what I'm saying is, the situation that we are currently in, where we've got a manager that might succeed in the future, I don't know. He certainly ain't at the moment. I'm not confident. I certainly wouldn't be throwing all of my eggs into the Potter basket. I've not seen enough from him, and I don't think the club have, which is why I do believe that Sullivan's getting involved to give him the keys and say, yes, sell who you want, buy who you want. No, we can't go backwards. We're probably going to finish the season in 17th. So, because if you look at it, what Potter did when he went into Chelsea, it was a nightmare. He was involved in that window. Ukraine Bolt for 100 million. That was him and all of his Brighton super-duper scouts. It was an absolute bastard window they had. They spent a fortune. It was terrible. I think that Sullivan will give him some players. We're going to see the same thing again. But one thing that you can be sure of with Sullivan is going to be terrified that season ticket renewals are going to be down. Absolutely petrified. And they're going to have to turn the tides. They are. They're going to have to. It's as simple as that. The only way they can do that is by retaining some big players and by, you know, going out and getting some more players in. And if Potter can't deliver the type of football that the fans need to feel entertained, which you absolutely need to feel in that stadium because there's nothing else, then he'll get changed. He will. I do believe that he'll get the summer. I think he'll get, you know, the first part of next season and they'll see how he does. But we all know that Potter was not Sullivan's man. So I do think, look, we'll find out. We'll see whether it's going to be a good thing or not. Historically, Sullivan being involved, no. But I don't trust Potter. I don't. Not at all. Not in the slightest. So I'm happy that he's got to report to Sullivan and convince Sullivan of whatever signings it is that he wants. Also, Sullivan, he don't go out and buy players himself. I mean, I know I take the piss out of him and say, oh, you know, Barry Silkman, Will Saltass. He has got some decent people that throw him good players. Don't forget, we found Paqueta, we found Lanzini, we got Payet. We have had some good players over the years. So I'm going to err on the side of positivity for the summer. I think it's going to be a nightmare. I think we're going to get our hopes up on certain players, and I think our hopes are going to get dashed. But when people talk about the scale of the rebuild that we've got in front of us, I'm going to do this back to front. How I said I was going to do it. I'm going to do this bit now. Because a lot of you, yesterday, you misread what I was saying. What I want from West Ham, I want to strip out the problems. I want to strip them out. From the first team, I don't really care about Mavropanos. He's a backup defender. We're not in Europe next year. It's difficult to go and find quality players that are happy sitting on your bench. I think he will be. Statistically as well, I watched it on Analytics United. I think Mavropanos is our best performing defender statistically this year. But I don't want him in the first team. What I'm saying is he's a player that is a backup. He was bought as a backup and he'll be happy playing as a backup. Get rid of him. I don't really care. I'm not precious about it. But getting rid of him don't solve our problem. It's getting rid of the issues in our first team. Now, They're saying, oh, massive rebuild. We might have 30 million in the pot. We'll ignore the 30 million in the pot. If we're going to sell Kudus, let's be conservative. Let's say we'll get 70 million for him. All right? This is what I would do. There's 2 slides here, so don't panic. Okay. First of all, let's sell Kudus. 70 million. Sell James Ward-Prowse, another problem. Kudus isn't a problem, by the way, but we need to make some serious money. So, yeah, the 3 below are a problem. Sell James Ward-Prowse, 10 million. Must be able to get 10 million for him. 20 million for Souček. 20 million for Kilman. We must be able to get 20 million back for Kilman. That's 130 million pounds. Add to that, we retain Guillaume, we retain Emerson, we retain Demos, we pull back Aguirre, and we've got Potts and Urfi to come into that first team squad next season. Urfi's literally finishing the season like a house on fire. 2 back-to-back man of the match performances for Bristol. He's really coming through at the right time. Potts is going to get player of the year at Portsmouth. So yes, that's what I'd do, right? Stripping out a load of problems. Kudus ain't one of them. But what selling him does is fixes some problems. Right now, on to slide 2. This is how you rebuild West Ham. These are players that are available. Liam Delap. Now, I would have loved Jonathan David. But I tell you what, if you gave me the choice of Delap or him, I'm taking Delap all day long. He's an absolute monster, the kid. Retaining Fulkrug and having Delap as, is it Delap or Delap? I don't know how you say it. And having him as the main striker with Fulkrug to cover for him and also for Delap to learn from as well would be fantastic. He's got a £30 million release clause. We'd be set for years. Now, look, we would possibly be a stepping stone for him because he's going to the top. But I'm taking it. I don't think he's good enough right now to go and walk into an Arsenal team, a Chelsea team, a Man U team. Do you know what I mean? I think Ipswich was a good move for him. I think that we would be a good move for him as well. I think it's realistic. He's clearly being advised well by the right people. He wants to play. We've proved as a club, look at Declan Rice, look at Jared Bowen, that you can make it to the big stage in terms of international football by playing for West Ham. You know, big fish, small pond. We can get him. And I don't think it's unreasonable for us to put a bid in for him, trigger that release clause and go and get him. Problem solved. We've got 2 strikers of different flavours. It would be amazing. Imagine having that if Fulkrug stayed fit for the year as well. God. Anyway, Kyle Walker-Peters, we're going to get him. That's going to happen. Good signing. Get him on a free. Good signing. Can cover at left back, can cover at right back. Very, very good player. Brilliant. Gomez, still available. David was always unachievable, I thought. Gomez isn't. He's not. He's still on the table for us. He still hasn't gone anywhere else or signed another contract. We are still talking to him. That could be done. Probably what they've got to do is step it up a little bit and offer him a little bit more money. So where I say it's free, it isn't free. They never are. But we can get him. That's realistic. That gives us another option in central midfield. Because with Alvarez at the base, you've got Potts, who can be a backup for Alvarez, and you've got Urfi, who can be a backup in the 10. And then you've got Gomez in the 8. And then what we need to do is go out and spend big money and sort our problems out. The spine of our football team. I'm happy with Areola. I am. I think he's won us way more points than he's lost us. He's a brilliant, brilliant keeper. Not perfect, but what West Ham player is. You've got to go out and get a central midfielder in the mould of a Fofana, an absolute powerhouse, a beast. 50 million, splurge, go out, go big, get a leader, get a proper player. £50 million. That's what you've got to do. And a centre-back, we need a new centre-back. We need a third centre-back anyway. I know I've said we've got Dinos there because I would send Casey out on loan, but we're going to need another one, but I think we need a proper one. We need a proper centre-back. Now, I know Milenkovic was only 12 million, but imagine popping Milenkovic into that back line. We ain't going to get him now. I'm saying a player in that mould. And these players are out there. They are. So that's £130 million. We haven't even spent anything. That's just what we've made this summer. And that's a rebuild done. It is. You can go out and you can buy a few other players to pad the squad out or promote a few youth players. But the rebuild doesn't have to be as big as what people are saying it is. So what you got there, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 of this season's, well, not this season's team, Aguirre's being pulled back, but he knows the club. They're still there. You've got Guilherme there, Emerson there, Dinos there. It ain't a massive, massive rebuild. Just add some quality. Get rid of the shit and add some quality to this team. We'll become a better football team. That's how you become better. Keep your best players, sell the shit ones, and buy better ones. Yeah, it ain't really that much more complicated, is it? Let me know what you think. So there you go. I should be a director of football. Give me a job. I'll do it for less than Tim. Right. So, moving on to Liverpool. So I'm going down there on Sunday with me boy. I'm trying to get 2 more tickets, actually, because my other son's coming down. So I'm trying to get a ticket for him as well. And then I might take the missus, so it might be a big family day out. Or I won't get the tickets and it'll just be me and Benny boy. I don't know, but I'm looking forward to it either way. It's always a good day in Liverpool. I went to the cup game where we got absolutely battered. I still enjoyed it. I had a good time. It's a great city to go to. It's a good stadium to visit as well. It really is. Anfield is a good stadium. I'm looking forward to it. I don't know what to expect. I hope and pray that Potter doesn't go back to a back three. I know it worked against Arsenal. I know that, but Arsenal didn't have an attacking threat really. Liverpool have. We can't just sit back and invite them on. I think we've proved that if we play on the front foot, where they're weak, Liverpool is defensively. We've got to try and expose them and push them back and leave ourselves with an attacking threat so it gives their fullback something to think about and stop them bombing on. I think we could get something out of them. Potter does... One thing I'll say about Potter is there are certainly trends with his results against certain teams. Like, apparently he always does well against Arsenal, you know. Well, we beat Arsenal. You know, he never loses to Moyes. Well, we didn't lose against Everton. We didn't. He's got not a bad record against Liverpool as well. So, look, it could happen. Liverpool ain't been in the best of form. They've just been beat by Fulham. They weren't that great before either. It's probably pissing them off watching the likes of Arsenal in the Champions League. You know, because it's almost dead this season to them now. It's great. It's great for them. They've won the league, but they've won it at a canter, haven't they? They've only got to win a couple more games, and that's it. It's done. I think we could do them. And I'm not just saying that because I'm going down there. I think that we could get a result against them. And I hope that we do, because for everything that I say about Potter, I will maintain it ain't personal, even though I do think he's boring and I do think he's beige. I don't really care about the manager, as long as they're giving me a flavour of football on the pitch that I'm enjoying and they're not pissing me off too much in post-match interviews. I don't care. They should be fairly anonymous. I want to be talking about the players on the pitch, not the manager. You know, if the manager's doing their job properly, they are kind of irrelevant. They are. We're talking about great football, great goals, great performances. That's what we want. So I'm hoping that Potter does do that and he does click into gear by the end of this season, because, look, I know that there are rumours that they could trigger and get rid of him towards the end of the year. I don't see it. I don't see it, even though I've been told that could be the case. I don't know. I'm not sure. I think that they will give him some time next season, and it's probably the right thing to do. Giving him all the money to spend and letting him completely reshape this squad after what he's done with the squad that he's got isn't the right thing to do. But giving him more time is correct. All right? So unless we just continue being shit and then, you know, then it'll be different. If he keeps on reverting back and doing picking the wrong starting lineup and then fixing it at half-time like Lopetegui used to, we can't have that, you know. So I'm hoping he gets the starting lineup right. Just once. That'd be nice. Just once. And we go out and we have a fantastic day out. We have a fantastic performance, a draw or a win, any kind of result away at Liverpool's brilliant, or just a good performance. If we get beat, give it a go. Give a good account of yourselves. Don't curl up in a ball and say, oh, well, we only got beat 1-0. No, that's cowardice. No, if you're going to get beat 1-0, you might as well get beat 3-0. What is the difference? When people say, oh, we ain't conceding as many goals now, we're still losing. We ain't winning. We've got to score goals. If you don't score, you don't win. We're literally bottom of the league on everything. Chances created, passes in the final third. Bottom. So that's got to change. It's one thing tightening up the defence. Great. But you can't draw every fucking game. And if you don't score, you can't win. So I'm hoping, we've seen the defensive side of things. Boring. Let's have a go. The season's done. It's dead. We ain't getting relegated. Let's have some fun. Anyway, enjoy your Friday nights, people. Let me know what you think about my director of footballisms. All right? Because I think I've got it sussed. It's all up here. Right. Speak to you later. Gavin, you heads.